From managing the pandemic, let's move now to education. And the Basic Education Minister, Angie Motshekga, is expected to address the country this evening around 6 o'clock, we understand, on the reopening of schools. She was meant to present her plan last week, but rescheduled. Various provinces requesting more time for the delivery of personal protection equipment. Schools have been closed for over 2 months now. Let's get a perspective from Lebogang Montjane from the Independent Schools Association of Southern Africa, joining us via Skype. Good afternoon to you. And what is your expectation then of the Minister's address tonight?
Good afternoon, Jeremy. Our hope is that the Minister will let us know when schools may begin to open. And also, really, from our perspective, we really hope that she gives the direction so that there's certainty of when schools can begin to re-enroll pupils.
Are you satisfied as an organisation so far with the interaction that you've had with the Minister and also the messaging that has come from her department, given that there's been criticism that it's been a little vague and confused at times?
I have to say, Jeremy, what has been deeply gratifying is that the government keeps saying, including the president, that it's a government that listens. And I think that the minister has listened to all our representations and is considering them. And she's been always, with her Director General, open to us engaging for us to discuss and make plans for the future under very uncertain circumstances for everybody, including them.
Do you believe that schools under your jurisdiction then are ready to open for teaching?
I think the vast majority of our schools are able to re-enroll and begin in-contact learning. All of our ISASA schools, even our lower fee schools, are still really in session. Both our 3-term and 4-term schools are continuing with remote learning. So the plan really is for us to, when we are permitted to open in a gradual way. And we're hoping that also the ministry will permit us to choose which grades we want to actually enroll, because some of our schools do not have grade 7s and some of our schools don't even have grade 12s either.
Optimally then, in your opinion, which grade should be allowed to function first?
When I hear from our membership is keen on grade 1 and certainly grade 12 and also maybe grade 11. Obviously, what we've also said to the minister is that we will not open until each school is able to comply with all health protocols and recommendations.
One of those health protocols, of course, on school campuses is social or physical distancing. How is that going to be got right?
You see, each schools are going to have to make that decision, because some schools may be able to enroll a larger number of pupils. But the reality is that we are saying to all our schools a minimum of 1.5 meters between desks. Students must be sitting at one place, and the teachers are the ones who are moving around. Obviously, screening on a daily basis and monitoring, and everything that has really been set out by the government in Government Gazette 479, which stipulates what needs to happen within the workplace as workplaces can open up.
All right, that address from the Basic Education Minister, as I say, expected around 6 o'clock this evening. That's Lebogang Montjane from the Independent Schools Association of Southern Africa.